Nice. Okay. So come on a run with me. I chose frigid day today to come on a run. We're about 24 degrees. Not hard, not bad. Still pretty cold. Let's do it. Okay, so we're hopefully gonna run my standard 1.67 miles, and I'll tell you all my stats later, but that's the standard right now. I'm talking to you pretty early on, and I'm still very tired. Running is hard, or not hard, but taxing. Don't let nobody tell you that. It isn't. So, future me or current me, I don't know, but recording the vlog, the running vlog, and you're gonna see the point where I start to talk about I'm at 1.5 miles, and one question might be, how did I go from 0 to 1.5 miles kind of like that, right, in a second in your time? That's actually because I did record at 1 mile, but it didn't sound that good. There's a lot of spoilers about what I wanted to talk about after this whole run. So I just took that in. I'm gonna add this in place of that to explain that yes, I am at 1.5 miles. So I'm about a quarter left of a mile to go from where I started. I did start late, so technically I did 2 miles at my original point that I would do typically, and then I did a little more. So that's what you're gonna see. Maybe, hopefully this helps out. If this doesn't, I'm gonna edit this a little bit nicer. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it going. I was saying, as I finished up about the other half full mile, so I'm at 1.5 right now. Picked up a lot of speed on the second third of that run, I guess. So not bad. It takes me a while to warm up because I have 2 injuries, but once you kind of get in the stride of things, it's great. I've done a lot of long runs, done a lot of short runs throughout my lifetime, especially now that I've been picking up a lot more running. I want to get into marathon shape, hopefully. See how that goes for me. But to do so, you have to obviously track it. So we're about done with the 1.67 miles. Started a little bit late on the tracking, so we're about at 2 miles right now. I should probably stop the tracking. But this is a gonna try 1.7 miles at a 11:13 pace. If we can see that. Oh. So we're gonna stop that. That isn't the best, but it isn't the worst. Actually, it is pretty bad. 11-minute pace. Did stop a while, talk, 10 seconds, 20 seconds at best. So we're still above 10 minutes, which is my, I would say, standard. Yeah, about 10 minutes with each pausing of the streets, talking. It's about average. We'll talk about stats right now, but so why am I doing this? I'm gonna start a soccer team. And through my ideologies, if I can't do this sort of athletic stuff, have no way of teaching it properly or even asking players to do so. So this is my method of kind of doing it without, this is my method of wanting to do it, teach it properly, and show future players that it's hard, it's tough to be athletic, but once you do it over and over again, just like anything in life, you get really, really good at it. Some of the best long distance runners, sprinters, athletes, Olympics, athletes as of sports-wise, I've been doing it since very young, and I want to teach the youth as well that, hey, if you put hard enough dedication to something, or really perseverance rather than dedication. Both, right? Perseverance means you're facing adversities, you push through them. Dedication just means you'll do it no matter what, and you'll do it consistently. So if you do that, there's nothing you can't do. So my story, I guess we'll do a little small pace. Lighting is horrible. Do a little small pace, kind of so you're seeing. Very winded. It's really hard for me to talk and run, just like anything else. But I'm doing it, and I've been doing this for quite a while. Specifically talking about like marathon training / just getting my health in order through running for about a half a year now. And I started off really well, which I think I'll talk more about when I'm not winded. All right, we're back from the run. I feel good on the inside. Actually, I feel good up here. I feel like shit all around. Running is definitely taxing. So we're back. We are putting on a little bit of One Piece to keep the motivation going. I don't think the wide lens is all that flattering, especially since it's all white. More decoration. All the decoration is over here, but to get that, it's difficult. I have a lot of things to point that way. So take off the wide lens, give myself a little bit of cohesion, and we're gonna zoom in. Boom. To the right a little bit, and we're gonna zoom in like that. Nice. Yeah, so we finished the run. We're gonna mute One Piece real quick. Give me a sec. Oh, as we kind of showed, or as I kind of showed, I used the running app right there. And after each run, they ask you, if I can zoom in, how do you feel? How do you feel? All those stats, right? Today, I felt good. I felt awesome because I got my first video up. Surface, city, but it felt like hell. Everything else isn't necessarily able to be tracked, especially since I don't have an Apple Watch. But as you kind of see, 1.7 miles, 19:19 time, and at 11:17 pace. So not so bad, not so good, not so bad. I actually did close to 2 miles just because I started late. I started about about 0.25 of a mile late, about 2 blocks late on the tracking side. So I started running. You saw me pull out the camera. We saw a beautiful tree, sun. That's when I started the tracking, which sucks, but awesome. Look at this. I love this. This is my favorite part, kind of. It's aesthetic. It looks good. It almost seems like you did a lot of running, especially since that blur. Then you have, and I'm at a 7-week streak.
11 minutes, 16 seconds per mile. Average speed, 5.3 miles per hour. 266 kilocalories burned.
Not bad. I need those calories to be burned. We'll read it again because I showed you a little bit of the map. I don't want to show that. So again, 1.71 miles, 2 miles. We'll keep it at that. 1.7 miles inside. In my heart, I did 2 miles. 1919 duration at 266 calories. Average pace 11:17. Speed 5.3 miles at a low. Max speed 8.5 miles. Average steps 159 steps per minute. Max steps 182 max steps per minute. I don't know if it's better to be. I think it's better to have low steps than more steps per minute. I guess depending. Some people have longer stride. I think that's catered to each person. But on the map, I don't know how. I'd have to edit this map, but you can see where I actually started running. You see the hot ones. You use it. I mean, you all can figure it out. Maybe watch this video after you do a run. We'll talk about it. We'll go through it together. But it's really cool that I can see. Maybe you'll see where you actually were doing a higher speed than lower run, and it kind of coincides with the times that I talked to you guys. And I did a little bit more afterwards. So who cares about that? It's all about the stats, right? Speaking of stats, I'll show you this one actually. I've done a lot of running, tracking wise. So November I did two. October I did 2 runs. Yeah. November I did 4 runs. Tracked 6 runs. 2, 4, 5. Tracked 5 runs. And December I'm at 3 runs. But I've done, like I said, I've done a lot of running beforehand. And it's fun. I love running. I think it's really good. It gives you a lot of motivation. It keeps you active, and it's fun. Kind of fun the competitive side, especially if you do a marathon. Personally, I get a little speed boost when I pass certain people, especially some of the greats. You want to be around the greats. It's a little bit better to pass some of the greats, even though they should be there. We're all part of the same group. But I will say it's kind of cool. Yeah, we all have our good days. We all have our bad days. But when I have my good days, love it, as we all do. But yeah, guess my best time for 1.7 miles is 15:44. Not bad. That is a 9:12 average minute per mile. So my mile time is about 9:12. And actually, let's check this one. Yeah, that's my best one. My longest one tracked wise is that about 2 miles. And that one I had 21:50 time in general with a 10:05 minute per mile, so mile time. The longest I've done is I did 10 miles. That one was a doozy. That one was a lot. I did 10 miles. I used to be really athletic. I think around September, I was really, really athletic. I was really pushing myself a lot. Biking, swimming around the summertime, actually. Biking, swimming, and running. So I was doing the 3, and I was doing really well. There's no proof of it. There might be proof of it. No, there isn't proof of it. Actually, there is. But I had to switch to iPhone and lost all my tracking. Besides the point. My best one, during that time, I think I did close to 20 miles biking, I think. Maybe more. Yeah. I think I did about 17 miles to get there, wherever I needed to go to, and 17 miles back. Obviously, there's no tracking of this. There's no proof of this. And if there is, it's obscure at best, just because I had to pick something up, decided to bike. It was nice out. But believe me, I did that. And then I was on a stride. I swam during the summer, so I would do about 10 miles of biking to Lake Michigan, and then I would swim for a while. I would also sometimes run on Lakeshore Drive. Best running I've ever done. I love running there. So that was the fun, and that's what really kicked me off and decided and pushed me to decide to just I'm gonna run bike as long and as best as I can. And yeah, from there on, I did. Up until I was on a high rise. I was pushing good numbers, pushing marathon pacing on all spectrums, running, biking, and swimming. Swimming more or less, but running and biking was pretty good. Not the best of swimmer, and I'm scared of the ocean, so there's that. But yeah, pushing marathon, even triathlon aspects, even though again I'm scared of swimming, so it's scary to be depleted as of biking first, swimming, and then running. Oh, it's scary. But maybe one day. Besides the point. So injuries. That is when my injuries happened. And I've had the back injury for a little while. And I'm not too good at taking care of myself in that way. But I have done stretching. I've implemented a lot of stretching. I've implemented a lot of dieting. What else have I done? Pacing, tracking, making sure that I feel good as I run instead of kind of just pushing through it, pushing past the pain, which is not the best when you're trying to push athletic numbers and wanting to do this for a long time as anything, right? Any labor job, let's say, you have to take care of yourself. Any office job, you also have to take care of yourself. There's Bad habits in either one. Some physical, all of them mental. Take care of yourself. That's really all I have to say. Have fun, enjoy your work, but don't injure yourself because of it, or harm yourself because of it in any way, shape, or form. So that's what happened to me, kind of. My back, I did it not taking care of myself, not understanding form and function as an athlete. And I injured myself doing. I was doing a push. Well, I don't go that way, but I was doing upper body, so push. So I was doing bench press, bad-ish form, especially in my back area. I was doing like CrossFit sort of training. So I was doing barbell cleans. I don't remember what they're called. Pretty much where you start on the ground, pick it up on your hips, clean it, and then press. I was doing those. Bah, bah, bah. Clean press. And then I started doing rows. So it was all kind of back. I was like pulling my back. And that's when I was really pushing for times. It was happening in high school. So I've had this injury since high school. Pushing for time, making sure I was doing 100 reps of everything. So I was really being pushed. It was fun. Loved it. Don't regret a second of it. But that specific day at night, after doing all those workouts, essentially the point is that I was overdoing the workout. I was overdoing it. I was taxing my back with bad form. I was taxing my muscles and my legs. So I was like weak all over. And then with a stiff back, just being taxed and being compressed as much with all the cleans, the rowing, everything, my back gave out. It's not a hemorrhage, but it was definitely inflated and my disc shifted a little bit. So we have vertebrae. And I don't know if the middle portion is called the disc, but you have vertebrae and the middle portion, the cushion, the vertebrae kind of shifted a little bit. And because of that shift, really I think it was the opposite. Because it inflamed, the vertebrae shifted. So kind of thinking it like this, cushioning and inflamed on one portion, so it's tweaked like this. And it was causing a lot of pain. It was causing a lot of pain. It was causing a lot of pain. So that was one of my injuries. And I had to learn to do proper forms because of that. Stretching before and stretching after and proper dieting. Second one is my ankle. My ankle was injured through a soccer injury. Just playing with friends, my brother's friends, and friendly matches turned a little bit, it's fun to get competitive. So we got competitive. And one of the friends swept. They swept me, and I was avoiding it, so I went back. And at the same time as I went back and forward, my body weight kind of just shifted too hard, and my ankle, like this, my ankle went this way, and it popped. I think it was more of a tendon pop than a bone pop, which is great. So my bone didn't break. It was my tendon that I think just stretched too hard, maybe even tore. I don't know. Again, after all those years of bad form and all this stuff, I still, I don't know. It wasn't my fault. But definitely the recovery was not as intense as I would like to. It was very much just off the feet, cold ice, massages. But I didn't go to the doctor, which is dumb, but some of us don't have the leisure of going to the doctor whenever something minor / something heavy happens. And so I didn't. But I think I did a well job and researched well enough to fix it myself, cure or heal myself pretty well. So I'm running, which is great. And I was able to continue running after, so it happened around maybe September, August, after about 2 months. I think around August. So about August, September, around mid-September, I decided to start running again. And that's kind of where this journey began. The good thing that came out of my injury was partly that I healed, but also is that I doubled down on being an athlete. Doubled down on wanting to promote people to be athletes, as well as teaching them the right way to be an athlete. And I'm gonna double down on hopefully creating this soccer club that I'm really passionate about. So the reason why I was injured and almost thought damn, I might not be the same kind of runner or athlete again is the same reason why I'm kind of doubling down on everything. So, good things come sometimes through through mistakes, but also bad moments, bad times. So we're going to do this. To give you that information, I'm putting it out there to myself and the world. I want to create a soccer team, and I'm on the steps of doing so, but now I'm really going to push through and do it, which is the team. It's called CFA Quetzal. CFA stands for Club, it's Spanish, so Club de Futbol Atlético Quetzal. Three of our kind of ideologies to this club is that club, which is teamwork, family, being close together. Obviously, football, soccer, and it's I think that in itself holds a lot of weight. Being an athlete and able to call yourself un futbolista, a soccer player, is a lot, and it comes with a lot of merit to different things that you've been doing to do that. One of them obviously is being an athlete. The other one is dedicating your all to being doing soccer, but also your scholar work, your career, whatever it may be, other things besides soccer, because soccer is in part a hobby, it's in part a fun time, and a pastime. But if you really want it to be your passion, your career, you have to be great at both things, and you have to be really well in soccer, but obviously do a lot of good things outside of soccer. So football carries that. I think that name and that term carries a lot of weight, especially as a name and as the way you're representing yourself and calling yourself a part of a team that has football in their name. And obviously athleticism. Being an athlete is not an easy feat. I'm doing it, and the reason why I'm doing it is to show that it's really hard. But if you dedicate yourself, you're gonna hit crazy stats. You're gonna do amazing things, and you're gonna get a lot of praise for that from your own team, our team, other teams that we're competing with, the fans, the audience, the fans of the other team, and even some of the greats. So it comes with a lot, and I think athleticism is all inclusive. We have people that are just starting to be athletes, people that have been doing it for a long time, and a lot of people that maybe were discouraged to be an athlete, and now are being a part of that community, and it's great. Now more than ever, we're creating new, clubs. We're creating new kind of what is that word I'm looking for? Intramural. We're creating intramural sports and teams, and I think that's great. And we want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that. I think the people that I bring along in this team will also want to be a part of that, and decide that, and also hold it in their hearts to embody those three terms in our name. Even the Quetzal, kind of being top competitors, embody all four of those aspects of our name and our team and our ideologies, as well as every other ideology that I'm going to bring onto this team. But the people that I want to bring onto this, and our club, our players and our staff and our trainers, everybody, will hopefully embody every single thing that I'm mentioning right now. And this is kind of a little bit of a heads up to those people. Maybe they stumble on us through these videos. Maybe I know them personally, and I tell them, hey, watch this video and, understand where I'm coming from. And if you really want to be part of this is what it costs. This is what the responsibility is. And we want to promote that every single day and make it not a secret who we are. And I think that's great. And I think I want to keep promoting that. So, and I hope every other team promotes that as well. Yeah, so that's our team. Hopefully our soon-to-be team, CFA Quetzal. Club de Futbol Atlético Quetzal. Has a good ring to it. I've started it, the formation of its entity, I think maybe a little bit under or around 3 months now. The name came a little bit in the middle. The beginning, actually, I think the name came first, Quetzal. But everything else kind of came along, the CFA, exploring the name and everything else that kind of comes with a team came as I was exploring being an athlete, a soccer player. So yeah, we have a lot that I need to show you all. Hopefully you stick around. I've done already a little bit of a cliffhanger promo. I've done the kit, the colors, our colors, our flag. I've done the kit, the colors, the name, different ideologies, and obviously this video and the Instagram page. So slowly but surely we're getting there. I think the biggest thing we have to start in the summer, let's hope in the summer, is picking up a team and doing small little games with the youth and growing from there. This is going to be, I hope, and I'm going to push as much as I can to be a legacy that is able to join maybe some of the big leagues, MLS, I love Liga MX, maybe even there. I don't know. The world is big, and there's a lot of possibilities. And I'll give you one last thing. One of our kind of mottos, and I would hope to put it up in big letters someday in our stadium, is El cielo es del Quetzal, or some formation of that, which comes or translates to really, the sky is Quetzal's, our team. Kind of implying that common phrase of the sky's the limit. And if the limit is the sky per se, we are the bar. Quetzal is the bar. It's the limit. We are at the top. And that comes from one of my favorite teams. And maybe I won't spoil it just because one of my favorite teams now would be the one that I'm creating. But the one that I love to watch and I give my full respects to, and has my heart and whatever, whatnot, right? I'm talking as if I'm marrying this club, which would be great. Not marrying, but being a part of it. But comes from a phrase that I created through it, is El cielo siempre será azul. You can probably deduce who I go for, who's my favorite team, who's I root for. But translation of that is the sky will always be blue. I think it's also a similar idea. It's this idea of being at the top. Sky is kind of the limit for us, but we're there. That's our bar. That's what we stand on. So what is truly our limit if we already stand at the limit per se? The league's, not really the league's limit, but the limit. Let's call it that. We have to respect every team, and I full-heartedly respect every team because, I mean, like I'm saying, I'm doing it. I'm attempting to be an athlete. I'm attempting to be a manager, a team owner. So full respect to everybody that has done it already, that will do it, and that has attempted it and maybe didn't succeed in their goals, or maybe have shifted their goals. It's a beautiful lesson, and it's a path that I'm going to accomplish. This video or this Instagram page and YouTube page will be a part of the journey of myself, but also of the club, and eventually the team and the players. But I need to create content. I need to keep myself accountable for what I'm choosing to do. And I need to show my players and members of the team kind of the responsibilities that my journey, let's call it that, my journey, and maybe also hopefully presenting embodiment of what this team is. And once that happens, I can impose that and teach that to the players and the members of the team, and they'll keep it alive. And we'll be greatness from there. It'll be greatness from there. So yeah, for future, we're gonna fully introduce the club. We're gonna introduce the team, colors, the emblem, the crest, different phrases, ideologies that we have, and go from there. Maybe more videos of me actually playing, of other friends that I have that are coaching, that are playing itself. We're gonna keep this alive and well. So to wind back, did a run, was super tired, but it's cold today. It was cold, so it was around 24 degrees. So this is what I had. Obviously a beanie. I don't want to see if my hair is messed up. My hair is not that messed up, I think. I can't tell. Sweaty. I'm gonna shower, but has a little bit of fur. Keep my head warm. Not let myself get too, it's my closet, not let myself get too hot-headed. We have 2 layers. This is more of a thermal, a little North Face thermal. Great to pick up sweat. This is just to protect myself from the, what's it called? I'm gonna get up. From the wind. little Adidas, little thermal under. This sort of windbreaker pants right here, and the shoes, which fit me a little tight, but you have the shoes right here. Standard shoes. I love these. Actually, my mom gave these to me, and the reason why is I'm a car enthusiast, and it has Continental, so I think about that every single time I hit the sidewalk. But Continental, yeah, feels cool. I think that's about it. Whoa. I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video before it gets a little awkward of silence and not knowing what to talk about. Oh, water. Little Hydro Flask of water, completely ruined because I use it everywhere.